Although this bill reflects a balanced approach, Americans also expect a balanced budget. We need to apply the common sense of the heartland to spend within our means as each family does with its monthly budget. The battle over this legislation was hard fought. We have finally started to change a 40-year culture of overspending and overborrowing in just 40 days. We hear the American people, and we respect their judgment. They tell us that they are not undertaxed. They tell us that Washington overspends. We have a government that claims to support a strong economy, but urges tax increases that will weaken it. We hear speeches from some who want to expand employment, but then attack employers. They argue for more access to credit, but then assail the banks that would provide it. They call for more American energy, but decry the very explorers who would find it. We need more straight talk and accountability. Small businesses provide the most jobs, and we should reward them. Inventors create new economies, and we should encourage them. Many government programs fail in their objectives, sometimes for decades, and we should cancel them. We face mounting government debts. The way to pay these debts is to generate more jobs, creating more taxpayers who will provide additional revenue, not new federal job-killing taxes. Given the views of our president and the economically liberal members of this Senate, the legislation before us is the best deal that we can get. This legislation caps regular appropriations of the Congress. It eliminates procedural impediments so that we will vote on how to cut automatic spending programs. We even installed automatic spending programs regardless of congressional gridlock as a backstop to ensure fiscal responsibility. This bill prevents a crisis from breaking out this week. It also begins to control automatic spending programs, many of whom have run without much accountability since the 1960s. All of this is a down payment on further ways to bring common sense, accountability, and control to the spending of our government. These basic values are the foundation of America's 200-year experiment in self-government. If we fail, we deliver a free people into the hands of a financial bondage. If we succeed, we honor the promise of limited government that offers greater and greater liberties to each generation of Americans so that they can reach their own potential. I will vote for this legislation because it begins to make the hard choices to keep us free. But it is only a first step, and a crucial one, to increase the transparency, the performance, and results we should demand from America's government. This bill sets an important precedent to reform automatic spending. If we use that precedent again, then I can imagine an America that once again becomes the best place on earth for inventors and families to start and expand businesses that will provide for their children and, in a few cases, will span the globe with American exports to each market of the planet. And Madam President, with that, I yield back.